Hi, friends. Today I'm excited to share a story with you. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. I stared at my brother's text. Every word felt like a punch. Don't come to Dad's 60th birthday. You're an embarrassment. Don't make me call security. Classic Michael, always trying to protect the family's image. Tonight's party at the country club was packed with Detroit's rich and powerful. Investors, business leaders, and socialites were all there to celebrate my father. And they couldn't find out that his oldest daughter, the one they thought was a failure, was actually a success. My phone buzzed again. This time it was my stepmom, Victoria. Your brother's right. Tonight is important for your dad's business. We can't have problems. Problems? That's what they called me leaving the family business 5 years ago. I had turned down a big office and a six-figure salary at Martinez Automotive. I decided to do something on my own. But no one ever asked what that something was. On my office wall was a framed Forbes magazine cover. 30 Under 30, How Sarah Chin Changed Electric Car Technology. The article talked about a company called Nova Technologies and its game-changing battery systems. What no one knew was that Sarah Chin was really me, Sophia Martinez. I used my mom's last name. The quiet daughter, who left the business world for engineering, was now one of the most wanted innovators in the auto industry. And tonight, at my dad's birthday party, everyone would finally find out.
My phone rang.
It was David Parker, Nova's COO. Everything's ready. Harrison Investment Group will announce the partnership tonight. Are you sure you want to do it this way? I smiled, thinking about the look on my father's face when he realized the CEO he'd been trying to meet was his own daughter.
Yes.
It's time they all knew. David laughed. It's going to be priceless. James Harrison asked for you to be there. Your dad's been chasing this deal for months. Of course he had. Martinez Automotive was falling behind in the electric vehicle race. They needed Nova, my company, to survive. I put on a simple black dress. Nothing flashy like Victoria or my half-sister Gabriella would wear. Around my neck, I wore my mom's old silver crescent moon necklace. She gave it to me before she passed, back when my dad still respected me. Follow your heart, Sophia, she'd said, even if it takes you away from what others expect. As my car arrived at the country club, I looked through the windows. The party was in full swing. The chandeliers glowed, lighting up the room filled with Detroit's business elite. Tonight, everything would change. A big banner hung in gold letters. Happy 60th birthday, Anthony. At the entrance, Michael's wife, Emma, was checking guests off the list. When she saw me, her eyes got wide. Sophia, you can't come, Michael said. Good evening, Mrs. Martinez, I said smoothly. I believe I'm expected. James Harrison's office called ahead. She hurried to check her tablet. Yes, it's here. Mr. Harrison asked for you, but how did you? I walked past her as she stumbled over her words, stepping back into the world I had left. The same faces, the same fake smiles, the same old game of pretending. Near the bar, Victoria stood proudly, her diamonds shining. Gabriella laughed, clinging to a young executive's arm. Michael saw me first. His face darkened as he marched toward me. What part of stay away didn't you get? Hello, brother, I said calmly. Nice party. Security will be here soon, he warned. Don't cause trouble. Actually, I looked at my watch. Mr. Harrison will be here in 1 minute, and he wants me there. Michael's face twisted in confusion. Harrison? Why would he want you? At that moment, the room grew quiet. James Harrison entered. Though 65, he didn't need to shout to get attention. His investment firm managed billions. Tonight, he was here to announce a big partnership. My father rushed to greet him. James, so glad you're here. Anthony. Harrison smiled, shaking hands. Great turnout. But I'm here to finally meet your... His eyes scanned the room and stopped on me. Ah, there she is. The room fell silent. Harrison walked right past my father and reached out his hand to me. Miss Chin, he smiled, then corrected himself. Or should I say, Miss Martinez? It's great to finally meet you. The silence was so loud you could hear a champagne bubble pop. My father's face changed from confused to shocked to pale. Michael's mouth hung open, forgetting about security. I don't understand, my father said. You know Sophia? Harrison's eyes sparkled. Know her? Anthony, your daughter is the smartest innovator in the business. He looked around the stunned crowd. Though I'm guessing no one knew Sarah Chin and Sophia Martinez were the same person. Victoria dropped her champagne glass. It shattered on the floor. Impossible. Michael stepped forward. Sophia's done nothing since she left the company. She's been building Nova Technologies, I said. That nothing you talk about? It's now worth $4.2 billion. My father grabbed a chair to steady himself. Nova, the battery tech everyone's been talking about. That's right, Dad. I smiled, feeling years of hurt lift away. That mysterious CEO you've been trying to meet, the one with the technology that could save Martinez Automotive? You raised her. Harrison cleared his throat. So, should we make the announcement? Wait. My father held up a hand. What announcement? Harrison Investment Group is partnering with Nova Technologies, I said clearly, watching their shocked faces. We're buying a controlling share of Martinez Automotive. Whispers filled the room. Michael's face turned red. You can't do this. Actually, Harrison said, we can and we are. Nova's battery tech is revolutionary. Every big car company wants it. But Ms. Martinez here gave her family's company the first chance. Victoria stepped forward angrily. Anthony, you can't let her take control. She'll ruin everything. Everything you built. I laughed softly. You mean the company losing money every quarter? The one nearly bankrupt because you refused to invest in electric cars? That company. My father's strong face cracked. Sophia, please. Let's talk. Now you want to talk? I stepped closer, lowering my voice. 5 years ago, when I told you electric cars were the future, you told me to stop playing engineer and learn real business. When I showed Michael my first designs, he called them cute drawings. When I left to start my own company, Victoria said I was running away from my duties. Harrison watched quietly as the family drama played out. The time for talking was years ago, I said. Now it's time to save Martinez Automotive. You need my technology, and I'm offering it. The only question is, can you accept that your biggest embarrassment is now your only hope? Gabriella, who had been quiet, finally spoke up. But you always said you were too busy for family events. I was busy building a company, but you never asked what I was building. You just assumed I was failing, not that I might be succeeding. Harrison took out a folder. The papers are ready. Anthony, Nova Technologies will buy 60% of Martinez Automotive. Sophia will become CEO and lead the electric vehicle plans. What if I say no? My father whispered. Then we'll sell our technology to your competitors, I said simply. I'm sure they'd be happy to have it. Michael grabbed my father's arm. Dad, you can't be serious. Be quiet, Michael. My father snapped. Everyone was surprised. He looked at me closely for the first time in years. The battery technology. Is it really yours? I nodded and showed him Nova's patents on my phone. Every design, every idea. While you felt sorry for me, I was changing the industry. He looked carefully at the designs, and I saw the moment he understood, not just the technology, but everything he'd missed. His eyes filled with tears. Sophia. I saved it, I said softly. We can talk about the past later. Right now, we need to save your company. Are you ready to listen to your embarrassment of a daughter? Harrison held out a pen. Everyone waited. My father's hands shook as he took it. When he signed, I heard Victoria gasp and saw Michael clench his fists. But none of that mattered anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, Harrison announced, please congratulate the new CEO of Martinez Nova Technologies, Miss Sophia Martinez. The applause was quiet and unsure. My father stood beside me, stunned. Michael stormed out with Emma. Victoria's perfect makeup couldn't hide her anger. But the pendant around my neck, my mother's crescent moon, seemed to shine brighter. I had followed my heart, just like she told me. It had led me back here, not as the daughter they wanted, but as the woman I had become. Later, when the party ended, my father found me on the terrace. The night you left, he said softly,
You showed me your designs.
I wouldn't even look. No, you wouldn't. I was wrong about everything. He looked at me honestly. Can you forgive me? I touched my mother's pendant, thinking about choices, pride, and second chances. That depends, Dad. Are you ready to learn from your daughter? He nodded, truly humble. Teach me. Sometimes the best revenge isn't proving others wrong.
It's proving yourself right.
And sometimes it means rebuilding what was broken on your own terms. The next morning, I walked into Martinez Automotive, now Martinez Nova Technologies as CEO. I passed the company motto on the wall, driving tomorrow's future. By next week, it would change to something better. Innovation runs in the family. Michael's office was empty. Victoria's fancy decorations were gone.
But on my new desk was a small package.
Inside was my mother's old engineering book, marked to a page where she had written, "For Sophia, who will change the world her own way." And I had. Just not the way anyone expected. Thanks for watching, friends. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful tales every week. Until next time, stay inspired.